But what I really want to focus on is my future self. So, do you have a thing that you do on visualizing your future? Like, do you do it before you start? Or because if I'm following the meditation, I'm just doing what he says. And but do you
Well,
have a process where there's a focus on that?
that's a good question. And let me tell you what I learned. Your intent is like the color of the light in the room that you're in. It is not an absolute. It is not a direct this timetable. It is not a direct how-to. It is a influence on your present consciousness so that it's like a calling in your mind. So as you do blessing of the energy centers, picture a light in your mind and the color of that light as a symbol for your future intent. You get to make whatever symbols and definitions you want. There's no rules. So create a light, color it, make it rainbow. There's no rules on it. And don't give your direct attention to it, because when you do, you switch to analytical thinking and you break the game. So when you go into this, you move from your analytical mind to your awareness mind, and you hold in your consciousness the idea of a light that is the light of your future intent. And that color is the symbol of that intent. And that symbol, like the morning sunshine, draws you to it. Because the more you put your attention on it, the more you've broken the rules of creating your future. Because your attention draws up information that's all related to your past. And before you know it, you've created a future based on your past. It's a tricky thing to learn to do. At least it was for me.
Yeah,
And
that is
so,
tricky. So maybe it's best just to think about it beforehand, kind of vision it, have it already set, and then put it out there, see what it looks like, and then let it go throughout the meditation.
very close to that. Have it, your future intent should ride with you through your day, not as an obsession, but just kind of a daydream that you have.
Right.
Okay. It's like a light in your mind. So when you meditate, when you sit down and meditate, kind of turn on that light. Like I've got this little overhead desk lamp above me, and let it shine the intent and let it shape and color what you do. Because that way, you're not moving your analytical mind to try to tell it what it is, how it is, when it is. Just let it call you like the morning sun, just like the circadian rhythm calls you and moves you, just, it has to be present, but the more attention you give it, the more you interfere with it. So I like the metaphor of having a light above me and letting it shine in and coloring what I do and let it direct me, drawing the energy into when it comes time and there's a pause and I say, okay, it's time for your future, call your future. I draw that energy into me like a sunflower calls light to it. So this light of my future is shining above me like the sun. And I use the blossoming of a flower as a metaphor for myself. See, there's a misnomer in this work. It says we're on a journey. There is no journey, really, because we're eternally now, eternally here, energy-wise.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're more like we're blooming. This, hey, I'm blooming. I'm a blooming what? Just I have other expressions that go with that, so I'm just being funny here. Okay, so we're actually blooming, seeking the light, express our love. The greater our love, the greater light we draw in, the more we bloom, the more love we give out. That's the fragrance of the flower. And the more seeds that we share, the seeds represent the reproduction of the love that we've gone out. So the love that you give, other people pick up the seeds and they bloom as well. So I like the blooming flower metaphor. So in answer to your question,
Yeah.
See a light above you and draw in the light and let that influence you.